Hey guys, it's Maymay, and I have wanted to play with this die set since the day it came in. It is the cutest thing you have ever seen. So each letter has to do with Christmas. So like you have an A that's an angel, a B that has a bow, a C that's candy cane, a D is a donkey, the E is an elf with one of those little party shakers in its mouth or little party blowers in its mouth. The F looks like a little fireplace with a stocking. They're all so stinking cute. And I have been wanting to make a project with them, and we just now get to. So today, Shannon and I sat down and played. Let me show you what this looks like. So if you're going to cut the die, you can cut it multiple times to get different papers, to get different colors. And one thing Shannon said, because Shannon did the cutting, she said she would suggest you don't stack your papers. So let me explain that. If you wanted an A in one color to layer on top of the angel wings with the A in another color and the halo in another color, don't stack your pages and cut them at one time. It wouldn't matter so much on this one, but on these that have the little smaller parts, when you stack them, the pressure from the embosser or from the die cut machine compresses them, and it's hard to get the tiny pieces apart without ruining them or just flicking them across the room. So you don't want to do that. So cut them one at a time. So even if you want an A, just cut one whole layer in whatever color you want the A in, and then another layer for the background, etc., etc. Also, many of these, when you cut them out in multiple colors, can be used on top of each other in lots of different ways. You don't have to just do the color way they have it here. And some of them, even the offcuts, can be used in different ways. The last thing I would say, the last thing I would caution you about is my thought was we'll just run this whole thing through one time, our Gemini 2, and just cut them all on different pages, like a red page, a green page, whatever page. No, because when you do that, all your little pieces go everywhere when you go to peel it off the back, and there's no way to know because they're all the same color. There's no way to know what piece is what. So do each letter individually. You'll be happy. Okay, let's do the project. So we wanted to make little projects that have the initials of a lot of the kids from around our store. So A is Addie. So I'm going to do this one. And you can see what we did here. We cut out the back in yellow, this A in pink, and then the little halo we cut in glitter. Can you see the glitter? Let me make it sparkle for you. There we go. The little glitter paper. So all we're going to do here is layer. This reminds me so much of the Cricut. Do you remember back in the day when we would do like create a critter, and you would cut all the little pieces out, and then there'd be little places for you to put them on the base piece? Do you remember what I'm talking about? So here's the little thing, and it's got the little lines in there to tell you where to put the A. Very much like old Cricut cartridges. It works very much the same. So I'm going to line that A up. So cute. Then I'll put our halo on. This would be a good place to use the sticky folio. I didn't even think about it. This would be a great place with all these tiny pieces. Put this down here. Oh my goodness. So cute. Look at that little A. Now, let me show you what we did. So if we had done A, D, D, Y, it would be like this wide, right? But I didn't want that. I wanted it to go in a tag. So what I did was I cut a tag, just a regular tag size, and then I placed the A down to one side, and I'm going to flip this over and show you. Then Shannon just hand wrote the other letters, and look how cute that is together. And wait till you see all of them that we've made. So this one, I feel like I've got a little too much room over here, so I'm going to trim this side down just a little bit. Let me get my trimmer. All right, so now I'm just going to glue the little A down, and we're going to turn this into a tag. We made several. I think this would be so cute if you say you're going to give Addie 3 gifts at Christmas, let's just say. Then you make 3 of these, and all of her tags have her little A on it, and maybe they're all in a different color or something. Or you just make a tag with an A, none of this, and you know that's Addie's gift. Right? Wouldn't that be cute? All right, then I found this blue paper, which is so adorable. And since I trimmed that down, I'm going to trim this down to match. This is from the Can Bears, the Katie Sue Can Bears, and it's got the little bears on the back. It's so cute. So let me trim this one down about 1/4 inch. And then before I put this together, I want to use my corner punch. So this is my tag punch. You can use any corner punch. You could do something frilly or dressy, whatever you want to use, the stub or the scallop, either one. This is the reason I love having these punches. They come in so handy. And I'll show you some different ones I used on different tags. All right, so then this will get glued here. And something else I think is really cute, you don't have to glue this. You can poke a hole, put the ribbon through, and leave it loose. And that's kind of cute too. It'll kind of swing. Or you can add glue just to the top section like this and glue this in place so that the top stays together, but the bottom still has that movement. And I really like that too. So I'm just going to take my hole punch and add a hole here. I'm going to add a ribbon and tie a bow. I tell you what, I used ribbon on the others. I decided to use baker's twine on this one. I think it'll be super cute. I'm going to cut 2 lengths because I'm going to run it through twice. And for this one, I'm just going to slip knot this. So I'm going to fold this in half so I get this kind of loop here. Get my bead threader and stick that through like that, and then pull this out carefully because I'm putting 2 through. I don't want to poke the hole, or I don't want to rip the hole. Okay, so now that I've got the loop through, I'm going to grab the tails in the back. There's 4 of them. Pull them all through. All right, and then I'm going to pull this snug, but not super snug. I don't want it to pull through. I don't want to rip it, okay? So there's that. Look how cute. What I love about this is her name is here. You clearly know who this gift goes to. And we can have the pretty pattern paper on the back, and we don't have to cover it up to put like to and from or something. Isn't that cute? I love it. Now, you might want to write, maybe you go under here and write who it's from, but I think it probably would know depending on who this, like if I gave this to my granddaughter, Addie, she would know this is from Graham's. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like Graham's to me. So there's that. Let's make another one. So I wanted to take a second and assemble one that's a little more detailed, and I think this one is super cute. Now, because this reindeer has an open hole, like it cuts out for the R, and I need to insert the nose, I'm actually going to assemble him on the card. I don't recommend this, and I'll tell you why. If you're going to handwrite and you don't like your handwriting, you don't want to do this part because you're going to want to write and write and write until you get it correct. But because of this, I'm going to just go ahead and assemble it straight here. So I'm going to put this R down. Just like so. I'm even going to give you a handwriting tip. Something I saw Shannon do. I'm really bad at handwriting, but Shannon's really good at it. And I'm going to show you a tip that I think will change things for you. So let's just assemble this guy. On the reindeer in particular, you cut his body out twice and cut his antlers off so that you can have the little antlers on here. So it doesn't come with like an antler cut. You just have to cut it off of one of the bases. All right, I want to show you that tip. So this piece of cardstock is going to be exactly what I have left over after my R. And I want to show you something that Shannon did I think is smart. So this one is going to be, I'm going to do it Ralph. We don't have an R name, but anyway. So what she did was she wrote it once and said, what can I change, right? Then she wrote it again. And each time I noticed that it got better and better. So she did this until she liked it. This is something that no one tells you, right? Like you just think everybody has perfect handwriting, and Shannon does have great handwriting. But she did. She just did this until she found what she liked. And maybe you don't want to do that kind of A. Maybe you want an A like this and then an L. And honestly, the more you practice, I think I can get Ralphie like in Christmas Story. See, now that one I like. And I think that'd be cute. So, and I have terrible handwriting, you guys. Let's try it. Plus, I'm able to kind of try it in the right size. So let's just see. A, L, and I'm checking every letter. Why? Because first off, I'm on camera, which makes me mess everything up. And second, I mess things up. Look, Ralphie, how cute. And so that tip about handwriting, I think that's a great one. Also, use a pen you really like. This is the Colorista Fine Line marker in black. I really like this nib on this. It really writes well. And Shannon used it for all of the ones I'm going to show you. All right, so then you turn this into a tag, and I'll show you what I did. I found this little piece that is so cute. I like the black and white to add to it. I'd probably sparkle up his little nose, and on the back, it's got Santa. Isn't that cute? All right, let me show you the ones we did. So we'll bring Addie back over. Isn't this cute? And here's Emmy. And notice how we did the holes in different places so they'll hang different. Isn't that adorable? This is Noah. This is one I didn't glue together. I left it loose because I thought that'd be cool to move like that. Here's Ollie. Oh my goodness, aren't they cute as they can be? This one is John Collin. So Ollie and John Collin are brothers. They belong to Amber. And I think they turned out so cute. Let me fill up the space a little better so everybody gets space here. I just think they turned out adorable. We did not have time today to do every single child from our staff. We started counting. It's a lot. We didn't get anywhere near done, but it's so cute. And I think if you were doing this just as maybe you have 3 or 4 grandkids, it's easy. Now, if you have a lot of grandkids and you want to make this happen, you better get started early. You're going to want to sit down, set yourself up a workstation, and just start going. But it's really cute, and I think it's well worth it. What grandchild would not love a tag that looks like this? All right, guys, tell me in the comments below which of these letters is your favorite. I kind of am leaning to that E. I love that little E. Shannon, what's your favorite? The N. It is adorable. So I don't know if y'all can hear because I have a microphone on, but Shannon said she enjoyed doing the little. We think it's a nutcracker because there's an N and it's a nutcracker, but she enjoyed doing that one. They're so cute, and I hope you guys enjoy them as much as we did. Pick up your die. Now listen, we have as many as we can get right now, and we have more on order, so there'll be more coming. But pick up your die set and have a lot of fun, and don't forget. I want to see them. I really do. I want you to take pictures of what you're making, put it on our customer gallery or at our Facebook group called Maymay Made It, and so did I. We would love to see what you're doing. And thank you so much for being here. Before you go, if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button. And until next time, bye now.